Alright everybody, what's going on, and welcome to episode 1 of the Burlington Sock Puppets here on the localized content on YouTube, localized_content on Twitch. This is episode 1, like I said, and in this episode we're going to give you some background information on what this series is and why it's at where it is. Really, it's just to help you understand what is really going on. Right, so first things first, we're going to start with the teams because we have replaced all 30 MLB teams with brand new relocation franchises. So we're going to start right here with the Mustangs. Okay, so we replaced all 30 teams with relocated franchises with new cities, new names, and new stadiums. Let's see here. First, we're going to start in the NL. And, without further ado, let's just meet these teams. We're going to start in the NL West division with the Billings Mustangs. They play at Statesman Park in Billings, Montana. Next team is the Idaho Impact. So you see Idaho Rockets, it's the Idaho Impact. It's just you can't have Impact as the name. So the Idaho Impact plays at the Idaho Baseball Stadium in Boise, Idaho. Next is the Vancouver Bears. The Vancouver Bears play at Vancouver Ballpark in Vancouver, Canada. Next team is the Portland Pioneers. Portland Pioneers play at Portland Field in Portland, Oregon. Final NL West team is the Alaska Avalanche. The Alaska Avalanche play at the Great Alaskan Ballpark in Anchorage, Alaska. So that's the end of the NL West. Now we move to the NL East with our first team, the Buffalo Wild Wings. Yes, I did that on purpose. The Buffalo Wild Wings play at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York, which is where the Buffalo Bills play. Next team, the Montreal Moose. The Montreal Moose play at Montreal Stadium in Montreal, Canada. Next team is the Quebec Patriots. The Quebec Patriots play at the Quebec Center in Quebec, Canada. Next team is our team, the Burlington Sock Puppets. The Burlington Sock Puppets are from Burlington, Vermont, where their field, the Water Ridge Field, is located. That is Burlington, Vermont. Now the final NL West team is the Connecticut Defenders. There they are. They play at Industry Center Stadium in Bridgeport, Connecticut. That ends the NL East. Now we'll move to the NL Central with the first team, the Wichita Wranglers. They play at Laughing Mount Park in Wichita, Kansas. Next team, the Omaha Owls. The Omaha Owls play at All-American Park in Omaha, Nebraska. Next team, the Iowa Dreamers. The Iowa Dreamers play at the Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa. Next team is the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. The Fort Wayne Tin Caps play at Main Street Field in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And finally, the final NL Central team is the Indianapolis Aces. They play at the Indianapolis Palace in Indianapolis, Indiana. So that concludes the National League. Let's go here and let's go straight to the American League. Here we go. You recognize this team? Starting in the AL West. First team, the Las Vegas Wolves. We're not going to be controlling them in this series, but we did do a series on them. Check them out on localized content on YouTube. It's the Las Vegas Wolves franchise. Check that out. But they're in the league in this one, but we are not playing as them. So that's the first team. They play at Las Vegas Park in Las Vegas, Nevada. Next team, the Sacramento Bamboo. The Sacramento Bamboo team is, of course, in Sacramento, California, and they play at Sacramento Baseball Field. Next team are the Salt Lake City Sun Devils. They play at Salt Lake Park in Salt Lake City, Utah. Next team is the Hawaii Islanders. They play at the Hawaiian Gardens in Honolulu, Hawaii. The final AL West team are the Mexico City Diablos. They play at the Mexico City Center in Mexico City, Mexico. Yeah, that ends the AL West. So now we move to the AL East, with the first team being the Orlando Sharks, who we play in episode 2 during opening day. We'll play them in episode 2. It's the Orlando Sharks. Of course, we're at home in that game, but when they're at home, they play at the Orlando Baseball Diamond in Orlando, Florida. Next team, the Charleston Charlies. They play at Open Air Field. No, that's wrong. They play at Riverboat Field in Charleston, South Carolina. Next team, the Charlotte Pilots. They play at Open Air Field in Charlotte, North Carolina. Next is the Athens Titans. The Athens Titans play at Triple Decker in Athens, Georgia. Finally, well, not finally, for the AL East is the Virginia Beach Buccaneers. They play at Bayfront Park in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now, the final division is the AL Central, and the first team is the New Orleans Zephyrs. The New Orleans Zephyrs play at New Orleans Park in New Orleans, Louisiana. Next is the Jackson Generals. The Jackson Generals are located in Jackson, Mississippi, and play at Capitol Field. Next team, the Memphis Bobcats. The Memphis Bobcats play at Memphis Ballpark in Memphis, Tennessee. Just across the state is the Nashville Stars. They play in Nashville Star Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. And finally, the 30th and final team is the Louisville Cyclones. They play at Louisville Slugger Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. So that concludes the 30 teams right there. Just making sure I covered everything I want to, because I screwed up. I had this video nicely edited on Shortcut on the PC, but the file got corrupted, and I'm really upset about it. It was so good. It was like a 3-hour process that I had been doing. Alright, like I said, for this we'll be in the National League East as the Burlington Sock Puppets, so our home field will be Water Ridge Field. You'll see that quite a bit. Alright, so now let's get some context in this series. See these guys? These guys are Joe Randoms. The reason the free agency pool is full of them, heck, most teams are full of them too. Just not us, right? As of yet, at least. Reason these guys are here is because, excuse me, oh my gosh, why didn't I mute? In the 2021 season, there was only Joe Randoms. Every single player in the MLB was a 0 overall player named Joe Random, like you see here. In 2022 and 2023, guys like Victor Cortez and these guys, not all of them, some of these are still rookies, you see that, but like Victor Cortez, Quincy Powers, they came around in 2022, some others in 2023, and they took the place of the Joe Randoms, except even to this year, there aren't enough position player, heck, there aren't enough players, position players or pitchers, to fill out 30 26-man rosters. See, like this guy right here, Brett Saunders. This guy was a Joe Random. I just edited him a little bit, customized him, gave him some personality. Same thing with Felipe Perez and Rodrigo Martin. Same thing with Sean Norris as well, and Nick Fish. These guys are all Joe Randoms that I edited. I did that for every single team. See, this guy is here, but he won't be on the roster soon. This guy, let's see here, they didn't need one. Randy Worley, he was a Joe Random. You see that, 6'2", 210 pounds, 28 years old. Same thing with Trey Collins, 6'2", 210, and 28 years old. You can see they look the exact same. That's because they're both Joe Randoms that I just edited changed your name, changed a couple things about them, just customize them, and then gave them attributes so they are unique. Okay, what else? Next, a little recap, because this season, or this series, is starting in the year 2024, as you can see. Yeah, the little spoiler alert there to the opening day game. But this is starting in 2024 simply because there were so many Joe Randoms. I didn't want to ever see a Joe Random again. So I simulated 2024, hoping that they would be gone, but they aren't as of now. So, but they might be this year. They should be this year because I just added all those players. But let's take a look at what you've missed in the past couple years. I'm just going to go with what's happening or happened to us in Burlington. All right, except one thing I am going to outcast on is in 2021, the Alaska Avalanche won the World Series, followed by us in 2022 and 2023. Michael Barnes and Victor Cortez getting those MVP awards. Postseason MVP awards, of course, Joe Random in 2021. Joe Random got everything in 2021, just different Joe Randoms. Postseason MVP 2022 was Eddie Green, and 2023 was Kevin Feliz. Now, what else do I need to show? I'm not going over everything. Here we go. Just some awards that we got in the 3 years. Well, I'm just focused on 2 years. I'm not going to show the batting title by Joe Random in 2021. Here we go. 2023 batting title went to Victor Cortez, our center fielder. What else did he get? He also got the Hank Aaron Award last year. 2022 Gold Glove was our third baseman, Kevin Howard. And then there was one more award, the Silver Slugger in the outfield. Victor Cortez got that in 2023. So those are the awards that we've gotten that you've missed. Now let's meet the team. Start right here with our starting catcher, Emmanuel Ramirez, number 34. There's some attributes, and there's his stats right there. Pretty good year last year, and he'll be our starting catcher. Next is number 9, backup catcher, Mackenzie Smith. There's attributes right there, and then some stats. Kept him around simply because he had a pretty good year in small sample size last year. Now our starting first baseman, number 23, Jerry Price. There's his attributes right there. Here's some stats. Had a really good year in 2022. Dropped down in 2023, but he will be our starting first baseman this year. Now rookie, 43-year-old rookie, Brett Saunders. Excuse me, Big Brett Saunders, 267 pounds, 6'5", starting DH for us. Now our starting second baseman, number 16, Patrick Curtis. Attributes there. Stats right there. Backup is 39-year-old rookie, Felipe Perez. He'll wear his age on his back, number 39. He was born in Mexico. Sorry. Next is our starting third baseman, Kevin Howard, that Gold Glove winner in 2022. Here are his stats and his attributes. And now backup infielder, Sean Norris, number 3. Now our starting shortstop, number 66, Yu Chin. Here's his stats and his attributes. Now here's another infielder, Rodrigo Martin. He's a rookie as well. Now we go to our starting left fielder, Eddie Green. His attributes and his stats. He'll wear number 2. Now backup outfielder, number 52, Nick Fish. There's him. Now our superstar, number 5, our center fielder, Victor Cortez. Phenomenal. Next is our another backup outfielder, Gerald Corbin, number 30. Here's his attributes and stats. And now, finally, our final possession player is right fielder number 99, Michael Barnes. There we go. Now let's head to... you know what? No, let's do our pitchers. Let's meet our rotation. First, our ace, Quincy Powers, number 10. There's his stats right there, phenomenal stats. And then his attributes right there. Next is number 24, Alfred Santana. Good stats, good attributes. Man, that horn sounded crazy. Next is our third starter. So there's Cedeno. He's our third starter. Stats and attributes. Fourth is Javier Cruz, number 69. Yes, it's on purpose. He's a big boy, 262 pounds, 6'4". Cedeno wears number 8. Next is rookie starter number 35, Chase Vaughn. All right, now we go to our bullpen. First with the long reliever, number 6, Patrick Oliver. He's been in the lead for the past 2 years for us. Next, rookie number 17, Jared Hawkins. There's his attributes and some stats from last year. Now, our middle relievers, number 22, Manny Samuel. And then number 94, Eric Bernard. And final middle reliever is number 45, Miguel Severino. And then our closer, number 71, Carlos Costa. Wow. That finishes up our roster. So now let's take a look at our batting order. Sorry, just urgent. Now let's get into the starting lineup for the third year in a row. Kevin Howard will be our leadoff man, followed by shortstop Yu Chin, and then batting third will be center fielder Victor Cortez. Cleaning up, right fielder number 99, Michael Barnes, followed by our left fielder Eddie Green. Batting sixth will be our first baseman, Jerry Price, and then Brett Saunders will bat seventh and DH. Batting eighth is our catcher, Emmanuel Ramirez, followed by Patrick Curtis, bringing up the rear and playing second base. So that ends our starting lineup. That's pretty much everything I wanted to cover there, I believe. Yep, that's everything. All right, that's everything I needed to cover here. Thanks, everybody, for watching part 1 of the Burlington Sock Puppets here on Localized Content on YouTube, Localized_content on Twitch. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the series. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoy the channel, because I have a bunch more going on the channel. But regardless, thanks, everybody, for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.